The PiNetwork has captured significant attention in the cryptocurrency world. Users can mine Pi coins directly on their mobile phones. This method is designed to be accessible to everyday people. It does not require expensive hardware or consume excessive energy. Over time, PiNetwork has built a very large global community. Millions of users, often called pioneers, have joined the network. They believe in the project's vision for a more inclusive digital economy. For several years, these pioneers have been waiting for a key milestone. This milestone is the launch of the Open Mainnet. The Open Mainnet will allow Pi coins to be freely traded. It will also enable them to be used for goods and services. The anticipation has been building steadily. The community has been eager for concrete news. They want to know when their mined Pi will have real-world utility. The Consensus 2025 conference, held in Toronto in May, was seen as a pivotal moment. Many pioneers hoped that PiNetwork would make major announcements there. Let us delve into what transpired and its consequences. Consensus is a premier event in the cryptocurrency and blockchain calendar. It brings together industry leaders, developers, investors, and enthusiasts. The 2025 edition, hosted in Toronto, was no different. It featured prominent figures like Michael Saylor and Vitalik Buterin. Representatives from major companies such as Google Cloud and Visa also attended. For any project, presenting at Consensus offers a significant platform. The PiNetwork was set to make its mark at this prestigious gathering.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Nicholas Kokkalis, one of the founders of PiNetwork.
Dr. Nicholas Kokkalis, one of the founders of PiNetwork, took the stage. His words carry immense weight within the Pi community. As he prepared to deliver his keynote speech on May 14, 2025, millions of pioneers were tuned in. They watched online streams and followed live updates. They hoped for news that would validate their long-term commitment to the project. This speech was seen as a critical moment for PiNetwork to outline its progress and future plans. The burden of expectation on Dr. Kokkalis was undeniably immense. The Pi community, numbering over 60 million users according to reports, is diverse. For years, these users have engaged with the Pi app daily. His presentation was poised to either reinforce faith in PiNetwork's vision or lead to widespread disappointment. Dr. Kokkalis began his keynote with a significant announcement. He declared that the PiNetwork is now fully decentralized. This is a crucial step for any blockchain project aiming for resilience and community governance. Another exciting part of Dr. Kokkalis' speech was the vision for integrating artificial intelligence, or AI, with blockchain technology. He outlined plans to explore how AI could enhance the Pi ecosystem. This integration could open up new possibilities and applications. Despite positive announcements, a critical piece of information was absent. The community awaited news on the Pi Open Mainnet launch. This launch is key for trading Pi coins. Dr. Kokkalis did not provide a specific date. The omission overshadowed the presentation. The community felt a lack of a clear roadmap.
Section 5 Market Tremors. PiCoin's price plummets. The financial markets, particularly those dealing with PiCoin IOUs, reacted swiftly and negatively to the announcements from Consensus 2025. It is important to note that PiCoin is not yet officially tradable on major exchanges.
The prices often quoted refer to IOU tokens or futures contracts on certain platforms. These instruments reflect market speculation on Pi's future value.
Following Dr. Kokkalis' speech, the price of these Pi IOUs experienced a significant downturn. This indicated a sharp shift in investor sentiment towards a more bearish outlook.
The numbers tell a stark story. The PiCoin IOU price plunged by over 45% from its recent peak. Earlier in May 2025, it had reached a high of around $1.57. In less than a week after the Consensus event, the price dropped to approximately 70 cents. This represents a staggering 56% decrease from that May high.
As of early June 2025, PiNetwork (PI) IOUs were trading around 71 cents. This price point represents a critical support level. The market was clearly signaling its disappointment with the lack of a mainnet timeline.
Section 6. Technical Deep Dive, Bearish Signals for PiCoin. A closer look at the technical indicators for PiCoin IOUs reveals a predominantly bearish picture. These indicators are tools used by traders to analyze market trends and predict future price movements. For Pi, several key metrics are signaling caution. One important observation is that PiCoin is trading below its 20-day, 50-day, 100-day, and 200-day exponential moving averages, or EMAs. These EMAs, which previously acted as support, have now turned into resistance levels. These resistance levels are currently found between 79 cents and 85 cents. This suggests an uphill battle for any price recovery. The moving average convergence divergence, or MACD indicator, has also turned bearish. The MACD is a trend-following momentum indicator. It shows the relationship between two moving averages of a security's price. A bearish MACD typically signals that selling pressure is increasing. It suggests that the downtrend may continue. This aligns with the observed price action following the Consensus 2025 event. Traders often look to the MACD for confirmation of trend direction. In this case, it reinforces the negative sentiment surrounding PiCoin IOUs. Section 7. Expert perspectives, skepticism, and long-term views. Beyond the immediate market reactions, it is important to consider what crypto experts and analysts are saying. Their opinions can offer a broader perspective on PiNetwork's developments and future prospects. One notable voice is Dr. Altcoin, an analyst who has commented on the situation. He expressed considerable skepticism regarding the timeline for Pi cryptocurrency's value maturation.
In my view, it could take anywhere from 2 to 5 years for Pi to establish genuine sustainable value in the market. Building a successful crypto ecosystem requires more than just flashy announcements. There is a need for robust structure, adequate funding, and crucially, time. While PiNetwork has a large user base, translating that into a thriving ecosystem with real utility is a complex challenge.
He also touched upon the speculation regarding potential listings on major exchanges like Binance. He suggested that any price spikes resulting from such listings would likely be short-lived. Sustainable value, he argued, must be tied to actual utility and widespread adoption of Pi-based applications and services.
The announcements at Consensus 2025, particularly the lack of a Mainnet timeline, have fueled some of this expert skepticism. The ambitious vision of integrating AI and expanding into various sectors is commendable. However, without a clear path to a fully functional and open network, these plans remain largely theoretical.
Section 8. Wallet Mysteries and Ecosystem Growth, PiNetwork Ventures. Amidst the market turmoil and expert commentary, there have been other notable developments within the PiNetwork ecosystem. One positive initiative is the launch of PiNetwork Ventures. This is a $100 million venture capital fund. Its stated aim is to support the development of decentralized applications, or dApps, on the Pi platform.
This fund is intended to attract builders and innovators to the Pi ecosystem. It signals an effort by the core team to foster utility and create a vibrant application layer for the network. The creation of PiNetwork Ventures could be a significant step. A thriving dApp ecosystem can drive demand for the native currency. It can also provide real-world use cases for Pi coins. By funding promising projects, PiNetwork hopes to accelerate this development.
This initiative aligns with the long-term vision of Pi becoming more than just a currency. It aims to be a platform for a new generation of decentralized services. The success of this venture fund will depend on its ability to identify and nurture genuinely innovative and useful applications.
However, alongside this positive development, some concerning observations have emerged regarding Pi wallet distribution.
Section 9. Conclusion, Navigating Challenges and the Road Ahead. The Pi network currently finds itself at a critical juncture. The announcements at Consensus 2025 brought both promise and disappointment. The commitment to full decentralization and the ambitious vision for AI integration paint a picture of a forward-thinking project. However, these long-term goals have been overshadowed by the immediate market reality. The sharp drop in the PiCoin IOU price reflects significant investor concern. This concern is primarily driven by the continued absence of a concrete timeline for the open mainnet launch. This is the event the community most eagerly awaits. A significant trust gap has emerged. This gap exists between PiNetwork's grand aspirations and the market's perception of its tangible progress. The project boasts a massive global community. It has innovative ideas for the future of digital currency and decentralized applications. Yet without clear, achievable milestones and transparent communication, this trust can erode. The core team faces the challenge of bridging this gap. They need to demonstrate not just vision, but also consistent execution and a clear path towards fulfilling their long-standing promises to their dedicated pioneers.